Hi everyone, we are live here in my Facebook group, live on TikTok. Welcome everyone to Monday night's session of talking about affiliate marketing, high ticket affiliate marketing, and how to get started and how to connect it all. So if you're joining me on Facebook, just go ahead and give StreamYard permission to show your name if you have any questions. And if you're joining me on TikTok, thank you so much for joining me. We're going to be talking about how to make money online tonight. For those of you joining me on TikTok, if you want to be part of these live sessions and be able to interact a little bit more with my community, come on over to my Facebook group. If you're on live tonight, leave a hashtag live, and if you're catching this on the replay, just leave me a hashtag replay. If you do have any questions, you can post them in the group. Tonight's live is going to have to just stay about 15 minutes. I have to unexpectedly be somewhere to provide a ride for someone. I apologize for that. So I've been thinking a lot about my online journey and when I first got started and all the questions and all the frustrations and things that I had. And when I first started my online affiliate marketing journey, I wasn't in any sort of coaching program. I was just in a program learning how to do it. So basically just watching videos, doing a lot of Google searching, trying to figure out what things meant because I wasn't really savvy with anything online when I first started last year. I barely ever used Facebook. I thought TikTok was a kid's channel for dancing, like my kids would show me. I wasn't opposed to any sort of technology. I just, in my small little world, I just didn't really have any need to use it. So just learning some of the basic things on email marketing and how to even do that and how do you get people to work with. So I wanted to just go back to the basics tonight. I don't want to go back to the basics in depth. I want to go back to the basics in a framework of how to connect it all. So if you're here on Facebook, here on TikTok, if you're going to use Facebook organic, which is primarily what I use do use TikTok to reach out to even more people and to create some videos and let people know what I'm doing and who I am and cross purpose those videos on different platforms as well. So how do you connect it all? So the first thing that you want to do, in my opinion, and what I align with as far as becoming an affiliate marketer, digital marketer, online business space, is to build your personal brand. And for me, that means one, talking about what it is that you're learning in business. You know, we're in the online space, we're in the make money online space. So whatever program you decide to buy into that you're learning about, I would encourage everyone to immediately start teaching other people what you're learning. Now, that doesn't mean that you're going to sit on any seat and say, I've done it all, I know it all, or any of those things. You're not going to speak to anything that you're not doing. So it's perfectly okay to share with your audience that, hey, you know what? I just started 2 months ago, 3 months ago, 6 months ago, whatever it might be, and just wanted to share with you stuff that I'm learning and stuff that I think you can benefit from. And that's what a lot of people starting out in the affiliate marketing space get hung up on. Who's going to listen to me? I'm brand new. In my opinion, in all of my years of being an adult and in my opinion of all of my years having a business and now starting an online business, in my opinion, I think it's best to have a combination of people that you're learning from. So you buy the product, right? You buy the digital course that you forever have access to. It's an evergreen product. So typically the person that creates that product is someone who's already walked down all these roads. They've done everything that is in their program, right? Which is why their program ends up being thousands of dollars. So that's great. So they're teaching you all the fundamentals, regardless of what platform you focus your business on. But what doesn't get put into a lot of those programs is all the tiny little pieces. They give you all the pieces and what their meanings are and how to use them, but there's a lot of grout, so to speak, that goes in between all of those puzzle pieces. And that for me as a beginner was what was missing. So that for me was what made spending a lot more money on coaches for different things that has been the thing that has catapulted me into really finding success online. And I think you should have coaches of all degrees. So I believe you should have a coach that's been in it for maybe a year or two, right? So they've been in it, they've struggled, they've they've triumphed, they have successes, they have client testimonials. You know what I mean? You can watch videos, you can maybe even chat with. Most people are friendly here in the online space. And then maybe work with someone who's been doing it for 6 months to a year. So they've still walked the road. They may not have made $200,000 yet, but it doesn't matter. They've walked the road. So they know even closer to a beginner, they know those pieces of grout that you have to use to fill in those puzzle pieces for the bigger picture. And then it's perfectly fine to even like someone who just started. They're like, hey, you know what? I just started affiliate marketing 2 months ago, and I just want to share with you what I learned. It's perfectly fine to work with people and connect with people of all those varying degrees. So I currently have several coaches, and my different sets of coaches all provide me a different perspective and a different piece of value that really contributes to my business. So besides the evergreen products that I have that I do return back to and I do watch over and over again, sometimes 2 and 3 times, because that's how I learn it, right? You learn it by doing it. The next time you go back through and you watch it again, you're like, and then it makes even more sense. And then you start doing it, right? And then you have more and more people coming into your world. They're asking you questions and you're able to answer their questions. And that makes you feel like, oh my God, it makes sense to me. So then I can pass the information on to someone else. And that's a huge success. The best success that I can say that I have had in online business right now is someone to say, thank you. You helped me understand that. And now it makes sense. That is the biggest success. Take money off the table, take commissions off the table, take notoriety, take all that stuff and throw it off the table. The number one thing that is most important to me is that when someone comes into my world, someone comes into my community, whether it's someone I'm just helping because they've asked me a question, or whether it's someone who comes in to purchase a paid product from me, whether it's someone who decides to pay me for my coaching services, or a combination of all of them, the best thing that can happen is to hear, thank you, you helped me. You helped me make sense. You helped me come up with a daily action plan. So that is the best thing. So I encourage you, if you're just starting, go and teach others. Do it somehow. Do it through short form video. If you're on TikTok, if you're on Instagram, if you're on Facebook, if you have a Facebook group, just get on there and do that. That's my preach for the night. So how to connect it all. If you're going to use another platform and you're going to be driving people to your Facebook group, which is what I recommend you do, you drive people to your Facebook group, then people get to know you. They get to know you through these lives. These lives can be interactive depending on your schedule, depending on your preference. You can open yourself up to chats in Messenger. They can shoot you some questions back and forth, and you can just continue to provide value to people in your community. The purpose of having a Facebook group is a stepping stone to building your business, to then making offers, to then getting money, right? Then getting commissions. Yes, that is the purpose of business, but that's not the first purpose. The first purpose of building a Facebook group is to be able to help people through live trainings, such as I've done in my group. I have 8 or 9 interviews right now with 6 and 7 figure marketers that have been doing this anywhere from a year to 10 years. So that's a lot of value I have in my group. I go live twice in my group. I do Q&As. So that's the purpose of a Facebook group. If you get into someone's Facebook group and you don't like it, you can just leave. You can just take yourself out of the group. So it's not costing you any money to get into someone's Facebook group. You come in, you check it out, you watch them, you watch their style, you like their style, so you stay. So that's step number 1. If you're bringing people from another platform, what you're going to need is you're going to need some sort of bridge, so to speak, to get them over into your Facebook community. I currently use what's called a sales funnel. So it's not a sales funnel. So when they click on the link in my bio, it gives them 2 options. They can join my Facebook group, or they can go right to the offer, right? They can go right to the program that I am using right now to focus on building my business. Do I have other products? I have other products, absolutely. But I choose to focus on one. That's what's recommended by the people that have been down those success roads way before me. So I'm going to listen to them. I'm not going to try to reinvent the wheel and do something different, because then I'll just end up spinning and chasing my own tail and get frustrated and quit like so many people do. So then once you have people into your Facebook group, you're going to need something to give them. You're going to need to have trainings. You're going to need to have some guides. You're going to need to reach out to them via messenger conversations. So you're going to need people that are going to be active in your group as well. And a statistic I read somewhere, and it sticks to me, it's like for every 100 people, you'll probably end up with 3 people that are consistently active. So you want your Facebook group to be filled with people that are going to be active. You don't want people that are going to be in there just not doing anything, not commenting, not participating. But that doesn't mean that people in your community are not interested in what you're doing. They're just not being interactive. So you want to provide a really good quality community so people want to be active in there. And then you don't need anything fancy if you don't want to. There's different sorts of softwares that you can use for your sales funnel that gets onto the other platforms that you're bringing your audience in from. And then you have your email campaign software. So there's 2 products that I know of. There may be more, but there's 2 that I know of. It's either Group Leads or Group Convert. And you're going to, as people come into your Facebook group, if they come in from another platform and you have your sales funnel, you're already going to capture their email. So you don't necessarily need to worry about that. It'll be a duplicate, but it'll be fine. But if they're coming into your Facebook group from your Facebook marketing, either through Reels or through your content, or people just start following you that way, you're going to need to have a bridge from your Facebook group to your email autoresponder. And Group Leads or Group Convert are 2 of those products that do that. And depending on which autoresponder software you use, Group Leads or Group Convert may connect directly to it. It's a very simple process. Both Group Leads and Group Convert are Chrome extensions. They do cost you per month to use them. You can become an affiliate for them. So when you have people that are coming into your group and you refer them to use one of those products, they join through your link and you earn a commission based on their monthly subscription. Of course, the more people that you have do, that's where the passive income comes from, right? Those subscription services. If you don't use an autoresponder that Group Leads or Group Convert can connect directly to, you need to use Zapier, which is just another bridge. And it can be tricky to set up. So I would suggest you set up a Zoom call with them. They'll walk you through it all and you'll have it set up and it'll be set up perfectly. So then once they walk you through it, then you'll be able to set up, as your business grows, then you'll be able to set up further Zapier connections to then create more automations for things that just are smoother running in your business and things that you don't necessarily have to have your hands on. And then another thing that I recommend you do right from the beginning of your affiliate marketing journey, I recommend you document everything on Google Docs. Google Docs you can open right from your phone. You just download the app. You can use voice to text. You don't even have to type it out. Any thought that you have, any content idea that you have, any quote that you like, anything that you like, open up that Google Doc and take notes. What that allows you to do, one, it allows you to be extremely organized because then you can go home or on your phone, whichever it might be. I like to do it on my computer afterwards just because it's a bigger screen. Then you can really get organized. You can organize your Google Docs by specific titles. So that way, when you go back through them, you can pull them right up. For an example, I might title one of my Google Docs qualifying questions. Right? So I know when I'm looking for qualifying questions to hand off to someone, I just need to look for that title. I title things that work for me. You guys may have a different way of titling things that work for you, and that's fine. But what those Google Docs are going to turn into is they're going to turn into assets in your business because they're going to turn into short form content that you're doing on video on TikTok. You're doing short form content if you're on Instagram or if you're going to do stuff on Pinterest. So that piece of content may go across all the boards. And that's really important because you're working smarter, you're not working harder. And then those Google Docs are going to turn into probably email campaign stuff. So that's how you want to connect your whole business. So if you're using a platform off of Facebook, such as Instagram or TikTok, and you're creating video content on there, you're going to want to drive people from that platform over to Facebook. And then in your Facebook group, you want to do live trainings, you want to do guides, you want to do interviews, and you want to show up as much as possible. You want to post in there at least once a day, long things, short things, funny things, lifestyle things, and really let your audience get to know you. And then make sure that you're doing your email marketing campaign. So if anybody has any questions on Group Leads or Group Convert, what it looks like, how easy it is to set it up, I'd be more than happy to walk anybody through it. If you guys feel like it would be helpful to see it in the Facebook group, just comment to this and just say, yeah, that would be helpful if you did a walkthrough during one of your live trainings, and then that way it'll always be in the group too. But again, Group Leads and Group Convert are fairly easy to set up. They're guides that literally give you a screenshot and you do it. They give you a screenshot and you do it. They give you a screenshot and you do it. And then if you run into any difficulties, their service center is absolutely responsive and they're really great. And if you do need Zapier connections, then I do definitely recommend that you set up the Zoom call with them and they will walk you through how to set that up. I tried to do it on my own and I never could figure it out. I did try to use the self-guide thing within there and it still just wasn't making any sense to me. So I couldn't get my Google Docs to connect to my autoresponder because the software product that I use is just not, they don't have the language to speak to each other. So I need that Zapier bridge. I hope that is a helpful, clear picture for people to know, how to get people from one thing to the next. And then how do you get people to your offer? That's very simple. If you're primarily using Facebook organic, you're going to have your offer in an offer creation doc. You're going to have your affiliate link embedded right in there. You're going to ask them, do I have permission or would you like for me to send you the doc? Seems like you're ready to go. You always want to ask before you just send it to someone and then you send it to them. You send it to them in email form or just directly from Messenger. It doesn't need to even be anything fancy. Hopefully that helps everyone. That is the flow of how you're going to do your business, how you're going to get people into your community. And you definitely want to be using short form video content. It's really hot. TikTok and Instagram are both great platforms to help build a community. Have a good night too. So if anybody's watching this on the replay, let me know if you have any questions and I will see you guys on the next one.